earlier this week I made some notes of what we're going to be working on this month. It's basically a combo of finishing the mechanics of the first boss, which are our fruits, and making that battle look super awesome, getting it 100% done with all the animations, sound and everything. And then the other part is the cutscenes that lead up to that boss battle, which will include Carol's flashback. So that means we have to do Carol the Barrel's assets for her friends, the avatars and the map sprites, and also the fruit map sprites as well, which is what we started doing yesterday. Oh my goodness, Fantasia, thank you for the 27 months. I appreciate you. That is a hell of a long time. That's crazy. And everybody who hasn't met this guy yet, meet, what was his name? Benedict Cumberbatch, was it? Yeah, that was the community's choice for him. So, yeah, very amusing name, isn't it? He's adorable. I love him. I cuddle him 24/7. But thank you, Fantasia. I want to see some hype for Fantasia because that is a crazy amount of support. I do not know what to say. I am absolutely... I don't deserve you. That is all. He looks sad. He looks blank. It's literally the blank emote. Just like this guy here. Where is it? Let me find it. We need to have this emote. Well, our bat version of it. Totally need that. I love him and I want 26 of them. I want 56 of them. I win. Okay, guys. So, we're working on map sprites for the fruits, and all going well, we might finish those today. I feel like we made good progress on them yesterday, and I'd really like to start the assets for Carol's companions. That will be super fun, so maybe we can do that tomorrow. We've got a lot of cutscenes to work on. I've written them all down here, exactly what they're gonna be. I feel like it's good to be organised. And once we've done all these cutscenes, we can do the next story so far video. I feel like it'll be a good point to start the next one. And then, yeah, I suppose once we've done all this list, we can go back to Lakefall, start some side quests and all the fun stuff, flash out the Everbloom Forest, and continue main quest 3, wherever that's going to be. We'll soon see, won't we? Okay, so, yeah, I'm kind of leaving the battle stuff for a bit, just have a break from all the maths, all the formulas, all the complex stuff, but we have made decent progress with phase 1 of the fight. We finalised the battle testing on Monday's stream. I feel it's at a good state now. They're not too OP. We're able to beat the fruits, healing about twice throughout the fight, I'd say. But I wouldn't say it's 100% done. We might need to make a few adjustments once we've finished the warrior, hunter and vampire skills completely, and see how everything goes. But we're getting there, and also we'll be starting phase 2. We'll be thinking about how that's going to work as well at some point. So we'll probably switch between doing dialogue and cutscene bits and going back to the battle. We'll see however we feel on what day. But yeah, we've been working on the fruit map asset. So let's go on Photoshop and revisit what they look like. So here we go. Werner, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. How are you doing today? Are you a programmer? I'm from Peru. I would like to learn how to make a flow chart. Well, I'm not a coder now, so I'm just somebody who wants to make a game, a fun RPG game, and I'm learning as I go. So that's how everybody has to start somewhere, right, I guess. So I'm not the best person to ask for advice when it comes to programming, because I don't really know, as I'm learning as I go. But if you enjoy games, RPGs in particular, being nerdy, coming up with creative ideas and designs and ideas for games and stories and everything like that, if you generally like building a game and being creative, then you will like it here. We have lots of fun, don't we, chat? So exclamation mark project, feel free to have a little look at that. Tell me how to program, Rose. I'm such a noob when it comes to code. It's like crazy. But this is why I use RPG Maker, because it's very, I'd say it's very kind to people who don't really know what they're doing with code. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so right, here is Apple. So maybe you remember that these little guys' sprites weren't animated before yesterday. They were just static, flat sprites that were on the map. But I actually put an animation together, and they're super cute and bouncy now, and they're on the map. I absolutely love them to bits. So that's Apple. This is Blueberry. How cute is he? So we got the other 3 to do today, because these guys are basically done, I'd say. There's a couple of little corrections to do that I need to sort out, because they weren't aligned in the animation, but that'll literally take a few minutes, I'd say, to do. And then we can do lemon, tomato and plums cute map sprites. And if we do finish with those before the end of stream, we will start the barrels today. But if not, we'll start them tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. It's hard to say. We might come across a problem which takes us a while to solve, but let's do it. I'm also thinking of putting a little image on the edge of the stream of the fruits, just so we can look at them as a reference while we're doing these map sprites. So give me a sec, fam. I will... Oops, that is not what we want. We do not want my chair. Remove. There we go. Okay, image. Add a new source instead. That's correct. And I should have the image of the fruits on my computer somewhere already. So let's just find them. I'll save us doing a new one. Okay, so I've got one of them as normal fruits, but not some of them when they were turned into what they look like now. I've got this one though. So we could just crop this. So if we just leave that in the corner, we can actually see what they look like. We can make sure that the map sprites are as accurate as possible to what they look like in battle. All the chairs belong to us, yeah. And yeah, these sprites are going to be super important, because this is where there's going to be obviously a little event to scene that happens before the boss encounter. There's hopefully going to be some entertaining dialogue and banter between the fruits and the party. That's what I'm hoping anyway, and I'm really looking forward to doing that dialogue conversation at some point. So we need them to look as cute as possible for that scene. So right, have we got RPG Maker open? We have. So I was testing them yesterday to see how their animations worked. So I'm going to just revisit that to make the edits that I need. And also what I'm probably going to do is put a teleport somewhere so it can take us to this scene, because this is where the actual scene is going to be. So we might as well do it here. These were the old sprites, so they can be replaced with the new ones. Right, so yeah, let's delete those. We will put a temporary teleport here probably. Should we use a door for that, or something else. Yeah, I'll just put a random door there, and transfer player to Ancient Overlook, and literally we'll just put him in the middle, because it'll just, if we just do that, it'll save us from going through the whole of the Everbloom Forest just to get there, so we'll just save a bit of time. And we should probably put a save point in Ancient Overlook as well, so we can get there quicker. Right, so we'll get rid of those guys for now, and we'll go on the new sprite we've got for Apple and Blueberry. But we need to test as well how they look in all their directions, so also put that on walking and stepping, because stepping will allow it to do a little cute bounce animation when it's standing on the spot, which kind of looks adorable. So keep those ticked. Hi Gretch, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good start to your new year. Save point is an excellent idea. It is. It'll save a bunch of time. And originally I was testing them in here, but it's like, well, you know, we might as well go to the scene where they're actually going to be, so we can start visualising the scene properly and maybe get them in the positions that they're going to be in, and the easel's there in the middle. So okay. Right, so Apple. I'm going to just do 4 of the apple in different directions, and same for Blueberry. But I'm super happy so far with these. Blueberries looks cuter and like his battle sprite more than I thought it would actually. It's crazy how cute that party hat makes him look. Blueberry's definitely my favourite now. Okay, so there we go. Let's do a test play then. Let's see. And New Year! My New Year is going decently so far. Not very eventful, just getting on with things. So all good. Okay, so here we go. When in doubt, add a hat. That's my motto I just made up. Yeah, for sure. It adds so much personality. And it's Blueberry's birthday now in the game, in the story, so I wonder how all that's going to go down. The door's walking. Oops. Maybe, oh, there we go. We got in there. Okay, so let's just save it. We'll use file 4 for this. Alright, so there they are, bouncing. I want to see these guys walking, so I'm actually going to make them move. But yes. The front one needs to go up 1, and the one facing that way needs to get down 1, and I think then they'll all be aligned. Maybe it looks like the middle 2 are aligned fine. So that's the only thing we got to do, and there's a little dark pixel under those 2 Blueberry ones, and I believe that's the tip of the hat from that one. So, but once that's moved down 1, that pixel won't be there anymore. You're not sure if you guys can see that extra pixel on the stream, but I can see it. So let's fix that now, and then we can move on to maybe Lemon. I think we can do lemon next. Plum and tomato are a bit more tricky, but they'll be doable. I'm still excited to do those, guys. Poor Blueberry's going to get beaten on his birthday. He's going to die on his birthday. How tragic is that? Well, if you kill them, that is. I mean, the player will get 2 options after the battle. Keep them alive or kill them. You know? It's going to be interesting because it's complicated. These fruits are sort of evil, so I can get it if you want to kill them. But there's going to be ones in the gang that are a bit more evil than others. And like there's ones like Blueberry who are pure and innocent. I know some of you have a conspiracy theory that Blueberry's actually the evil one, but I don't believe that. Not for a second. I can't see it, but I trust you, Rose. You've got this, fam. Yeah, it's probably because it's a smaller screen, isn't it? Stream. It's a 720, so it's slightly bigger on my monitor so I can spot the little problems. But also, I think it looks. I'm not sure how it looks on stream. These little sprites, but they look pretty cool on mine. Okay, so let's go back. Oh yeah, so first we'll put them on custom, and then we can see them walk about as well, just to see. Right, so get Photoshop back. So yeah, this is easy enough. Well, Apple shouldn't be wearing that hat, so let's just flatten that layer. We use the apple as a base, that's why he was underneath the Blueberry. Okay, so I think that's all we needed to do. Move that one down 1 and that one up 1, and same for the apple. Was it up 1? No, it was down 1. Wasn't I forgot now. What's 2 pixel? Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that should be fine. So we'll save those again. We'll quickly do another test. And then we'll start the next one. Really looking forward to seeing Lemon because he's got an angry face. And he's got a scar and he's bald as well. So, image characters. Try and remember the folder they're in. There they are. So, but all going well, the animation should be perfect now. It's literally just that they were slightly off, but now they'll be good. So back to our test play. Lies, that Blueberry is a monster and a menace to society. Nope. So hang on, who was your favourite, Zaxi? Who are you? Which one are you defending? Poor Blueberry. Oh, they're still not moving. They're meant to be moving. Also, it hasn't refreshed, I don't think. So, save. Might have to reload the RPG Maker again. There we go. Tomato, for that love story we're going to get. Zexy, it sounds like you want the tomato to be a romanceable character in the game. It's so crazy. Carol the Barrel and the tomato are only romanceable options by the look of it so far. Not even human. But tomato was on Tinder, so only makes sense for him to be romanceable. But hang on, he's underage. He's a teen. But he could be, like, you know, he could have just come of age, I guess. He could have hit the age. Okay. It hasn't updated it again. What are you doing? What are you doing, RPG Maker? I'm not sure what speed and frequency to have these guys on. It might take a bit of testing to see which one looks best, but we'll master it. Maybe it'll work now. Only because he's an emo for real though. I like all of them except Apple, which isn't Apple's fault. I just thought, forget about him, or he's the forgettable one. He's the default. He's got no personality. Bless him. Maybe we should make Apple not exciting character. I'm not sure why it's not updating it like it should. Oops. What's going on? That wasn't meant to start the battle. I'm going to make sure I did save them, and I'm pretty sure I did. I'm not sure. But we'll just save it again. Or maybe I have to check. Maybe the alignment wasn't accurate. Okay. If he is emo, he should be alone. There'll be many choices of romance options, so you don't have to be with Tomato and you don't have to be with Carol. And yeah, I think what it is, it just needs adjusting a bit more. Maybe 1 pixel wasn't enough. So I'm just gonna do that now, but it will take a second. We will start Lemon soon. I know we're all very excited to start Lemon. Well, I am. Okay, so thing is, moving it up one has got rid of part of the hat, but to be honest, I don't know if we need that extra pixel. It's not 100% necessary to have it, so we'll just delete it. Oops, we don't need to. Okay, let's get Lemon ready because I'm too excited. So, which one should we use as our base for Lemon? I think we should use Apple as our base for Lemon because it's closer in colour and it'll be easier to make him bold, I guess. So, Lemon. Now, looking at our picture, Lemon doesn't have a smiley face, so of course we'll have to change that, but we'll pick his colour first. Super cold? I know. I recommend getting an electric blanket. They're very good in the cold weather. I cannot get my words out today. What's going on? Probably because I haven't streamed in a while. Forgot how to stream. Okay, so we'll probably have to adjust this colour a couple of times. Right, let's just, that's it, this might be the way. Yeah, this is it. Look at this cute boy. So we're going to try and make sure it's close to the yellow we've got for Lemon. I mean, he's not overly bright. I think something like that might be close to what Lemon is. So we'll have that for now. We'll get rid of, obviously he's bald, so we'll get rid of the oops, we accidentally chopped off his head. Okay, so we'll just fix this little bit of head here, and then we'll change his face and add his scar. Hang on, what's the shortcut for the magic wand? Well, eyedropper tool. I mean, okay, it's eye. There we go, that'll just make things a lot easier. He looks like Pikachu. My goodness. I'm not imagining that, am I? He literally does look like Pikachu. Apple's your favourite, Neffel? Someone has to have Apple as their favourite. Hi Claw, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Pixel Chew. Electric blanket or arse above that? You think electric? Are you saying you think electric blankets cause arson? I've heard some very, very terrible gossip and rumours about electric blankets over the years. Never have they failed me. People made fun of me once for having an electric blanket. Says I was like an old person. How rude. I can be an old person if I want. There we go. He's not going to look like Pikachu much in a minute though, because we're going to give him a mad face now. So we can either just chop those off, or we can, because his mouth isn't actually very long. Looking at the picture, it's quite a short mouth, but what he does have is eyebrows. So we'll experiment with what we think the eyebrows should be. Something, maybe the black's a bit much though. Maybe we should stick with this brown. Or have one brown and one black. Something like that could work for Lemon. What do you think? We'll see what he looks like with a longer mouth, but to be honest, I think that's probably the best mouth size for him. So if we give him a longer mouth, he'd look like that. But yeah, I think he's better with the smaller mouth for sure. He's cuter with the smaller mouth as well. Pixel Chew is your new favourite. So do you machine wash your electric blanket or dry clean it? I don't. I had an electric blanket once that was put in the machine and it broke not long after, so I've not done that again since getting my new one. So I literally just do it by hand and let it dry by hand as well. It's probably the best thing to do because, you know, considering my last one broke when it went in the washing machine, I wouldn't recommend it. Oh my god, he looks so creepy when he's got those eyebrows and the smiley face. Oh my goodness, he looks like a really creepy like that. I'm glad he doesn't look like that. He's cuter without the smile. He doesn't look like Pikachu. Oh, actually he still does, because Pikachu's angry sometimes, isn't he? In some parts of Pokemon. What brand of blanket do you have? I actually can't remember now which one it was, because I've thrown... Well, it might have a label on it that says the brand, but I think I chopped it off, because I don't like labels. They bother me. I chop labels off everything. You love your electric blanket, Gresh. Oh, I'm glad that someone else has an electric blanket. That's awesome. Imagine having to plug in your blanket. This message is made by the animal skins. Oh my goodness, never. I don't think my electric blanket is made of such a thing. Okay. Once he's got his scar, he'll look nothing like Pikachu. Do you think he looks like Pikachu on his battle sprite? Okay. So the scar now. Let's show before we do that. Just a touch more saturated, I'd say. Okay, so for this scar, I'm actually going to do this on a different layer in case I frack it up. Okay, so it starts there and goes across his eye and ends just above the mouth. But I don't know if we should do it like that. Maybe we should do it so it's like 2 pixels. We'll see. See what looks best. I don't know if we should have that colour yet, but we'll do that at the end. Yeah, we'll see what it looks like with 2 pixels instead of 1. I think that could be fine. What do you reckon, guys? I put a bit of it, I made it 75% opacity. I think that's close to the colour that it is. Okay, so now we have to do it from the sides. A quick Google search indicates that there are at least some that can be machine washed. Oh, really? Maybe it was a coincidence that my other one broke, you know, but I don't know. Maybe it was just broke in the machine. I think my new one might be okay in the machine, but I'm not willing to take the risk, so just do it by hand. Add an eye patch and you've got an 80s actor, so that'd be true. I quite like Lemon, to be honest. He's a miserable git, but he's great. You've got to have a miserable git in the gang, haven't you? Okay. So I believe it will go like this. I think that's accurate, judging from the positioning of what it is. Oh no, I'm wrong, ignore me. He doesn't have a scar on that side of his face, but he will on this side, so all we have to do is move this and flip it. We won't have to do anything for that one. Completely didn't realise. I just was like, oh, hang on. He doesn't even have a scar there. I love him. Oh, what's happened to bit of pixel isn't where it should be there. I wonder if the others have got that. And this one as well. There we go. You know, I do like Lemon because he protects Blueberry, so it makes it very cute. In battle, he protects him. He does a counter attack if Blueberry gets hit. So I actually think that Lemon's my second favourite. Sorry, I'm not much help. My eyes are pretty bad. Can't tell the details very good. Oh, really? No worries, Zach. So you've been so helpful with everything else. You're allowed to have some time when you just sit back and enjoy. Okay, so I'm still unsure about the yellow shade. I think we're pretty close though. But yeah, it felt a little bit like on the more of a bright side before. I think it should be more like that, judging by the image. I like him. So I'm going to just squash all those layers together now. And we'll save and we'll test him in the game as well. Okay. I'm gonna... Oh, okay. Blueberry's fine. Yeah, it looks like Apple's missing some pixel for some reason. I'm just gonna add those. Yeah, I think apple's close in colour to what he's meant to be. Blueberry is as well. Yeah. Okay, so back to RPG Maker. I'm still unsure about the alignment because lemon went up a pixel then when I changed it from apple. But I'll fix those at the end probably. We'll see. Right, I just copy apple and switch it to lemon. It shouldn't, the alignment shouldn't change though, because I literally took the template from apple. But who knows why it does this sometimes. Okay, test play. Oh my goodness me, lemon looks incredible. But they all do. I just get excited whenever I see a new one. They're the best. They're the best. Okay, so plum and tomato. Which one next? Which one should we do next? Maybe plum. We'll save the edgy boy last. So, okay. Yeah, let's do plum next. So, really, we should use apple as a template because it's got the same thingy. And then all we'll need to do is literally add the glasses and make his mouth not happy. And change him to purple, obviously. I'm going to just quickly check something. One sec, folks. I'm going to... Oh my god, Mia, thank you for the host. How are you doing? Hope you're well, Mia. It's good to see you. How's it going, Mia? I met Mia for the second time over the holidays. We went and had sushi, didn't we, Mia? It was loads of fun. I think basically their alignment's fine now, actually. I want to see what they look like walking around now. I don't know why they're not moving, because they should be. And they're definitely on. I think, yeah, I've put them on custom instead of random. That's why. That's the problem. Hi, gotta run, but I love you. I love you too. Let's give it. I'm gonna give a shout out to you, Mia. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I appreciate you, and I hope you have an awesome start to your new year. You never had with me, Mia. Hi, sushi boy. Oh my goodness, we were just talking about having sushi and we happened to have sushi boy in chat. That's insane. What a huge coincidence. Hi, ATMC type. Thank you for those 5 bitters. You had me at RPG. Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to give you guys a little intro to what we do here. I've got a couple of commands. We make an RPG game together on this channel. I'm an RPG nerd. It's my favourite genre of games. I love new RPGs and retro RPGs. I love Western and JRPGs, just all RPGs of all kinds. And we just have a complete nerd session in this stream all the time, and talk about the game and ideas together, make silly characters. You can see these guys in the corner there. They're a bunch of fruits that we've made. They're actually the first boss, believe it or not, the first boss of the game. So yeah, they may have to die. They're too cute to die though, so maybe you'll have the option to save them. I came over with Mia's house. Well, thank you for stopping by with Mia, guys. It's lovely to meet you. I'm an audio engineer and I've made some tracks for Unity projects and game jams. Oh, that sounds really cool. Oh, I might as well let you guys know. I have a creative work channel in my Discord, so if you are a creative person, you can totally show off what you do in our creative work channel, so feel free to join. I always love to see, especially if it's related to games. What about tabletop RPGs? Oh, I play D&D. I'm a D&D noob though. I've recently started my first campaign with one of my good friends who is the DM. And it's been a lot of fun. I suppose our project in a way is similar to D&D with how, because we sort of improvise as we go along, a bit like a D&D campaign. We don't really know what's ahead for our characters in our game story. We kind of write it a chapter at a time, so it's super fun. 5 bits for silly characters. Thank you for the other 5 bitties. I appreciate it. Best boss for sure it is. Ever since we decided to have this boss in the game has just become even more exciting than it was before, hasn't it, Zexy? Oh, that's dope. Yay. And also, I feel like I should mention this as well. I am uploading all my VODs on YouTube. Every single VOD is on there since we started this project. You can probably see in the stream title that it's the 83rd stream today of Raindrop Chronicles. So every single stream from the first is on there. So if you are curious what we did in the beginning, then you can totally have a little peek at those VODs to see how we got to this point. I have some friends who program games in Game Maker and Unity. Awesome, that's fantastic. I mean, I'm using RPG Maker for this project, which is definitely, from what I know, one of the easier softwares to use. And as somebody who hasn't studied code or grew up as programming, it's perfect for me because it's like a really good way to tell stories, this software is, and put something together at a reasonably easy pace. Like with Unity, I could imagine I'll be spending at least 6 months just getting the hang of it, but it was pretty easy to get something up and running with RPG Maker. And I have an interest in game development and making games, and this is kind of my little first step into that. This project is, I guess. This is a nice looking tile set. Yeah, it's we're using a lot of assets that resources that are already available in the RPG Maker community, just to make things easier on ourselves. But some of it we kind of do quite a bit of heavy editing, and like these guys here, there were slimes originally, and we've like totally transformed them into like something that looks completely different now. And we're also going to be creating some sentient barrel people assets tomorrow as well from scratch. But a lot of the environment and mapping is something that that's already been made. But it is a parallax map, and the flowers that you see took, we couldn't do that with tile sets. We had to actually put the map into Photoshop and add the flowers as an image. But it was super worth it doing that because it's called the Everbloom Forest, so has to have flowers in. The threshold for making games is so much lower than before. It's amazing. Yeah. Well, it's good to meet you guys. So, right, let's carry on with what we're doing. We're doing some map sprites today of these guys in the corner. That's what they look like in the battle. So we're doing some map sprites to accompany them, because this is what we'll have, like a scene before the battle where there's a bit of conversation going on when we encounter the fruits, and that will be what happens before the battle. Thank you for the follow as well, I appreciate that. Nothing wrong with using assets, don't get the hate. Producing artists use samples and loops all the time. Well, yeah, and especially if you're a one-person team, it's pretty, like, I definitely wouldn't say impossible, but it's definitely very, very difficult to take every single thing on yourself in a game development project if you're a one-person team. So it definitely eases the burden to take some already existing assets, for sure, especially if you don't want to put pressure on yourself or get burnt out, or, you know, if you want to get the game out in a reasonable speed. I think it's sensible to do that, otherwise you're probably putting a bit too much on yourself. And thank you, Sushi Boy, as well, for the follow. I appreciate that. I approve of the name, as a big fan of sushi myself. I think people just want to criticise creators for not making everything. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and I think, well, you try to do it yourself then. That's what I think. So I think it's sad, but the world we live in now, everybody gets hate for everything. You know, it's a bit sad, really. But I always find it's the people that give the hate are usually the people that are usually depressed or miserable themselves, which is a shame. They should probably focus on their own lives. Hi, sir. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Rose already takes so much onto her plate. She's incredible. Thank you, Sexy. I super appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, this project is absolutely huge in itself, even without doing the assets, you know, if you know what I mean, or the code, because I do take a lot of codes and scripts that already exist as well. So it's enough, like, building the game and putting it together, and so, you know what I mean, doing everything else as well is incredibly ambitious and a lot to take on. What program are you using? I'm using RPG Maker. I've got a command, actually, Legend. If you want to have a look, if you click on that link, it'll tell you a bit about the software, and it's super good. I've been using RPG Maker since I was 12. But I was terrible at it then because I was a kid, but I fell in love with it. I was like, oh, that's so cool, I can make RPGs. And Ghosty, thank you so much for that host. How are you doing, my lovely, lovely friend? I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, Ghosty. How's it going? You had sushi for breakfast today, BTC? That's amazing. I want to have sushi for breakfast now. Welcome, by the way, BTC. Making games and publishing them has more value than not doing it because of pre-made assets. Yeah, for sure. Haters gonna hate. I would never eat sushi for breakfast. I would have sushi every day if I could. Well, you are a sushi boy. Hi, Ghosty. Thank you for the 50 bitties. I appreciate that. Let's have some height for Ghosty. I'm always starstruck when Ghosty comes into my stream because she's famous. No lie. She denies it, but she is. Or she will be famous in the future because she's an amazing, incredible cosplayer. Well, this is an invite to come round for breakfast. I love sushi. Does anyone here not like sushi? I mean, no, you won't get any judgment from me if you don't like it. Everybody's allowed to dislike what they want. Ghost is rich, I'm throwing pennies. She is. 50 bits. Oh my goodness gracious. But thank you for the 5 bits again, 80. Okay, so what were we going to do? We were going to start the next sprite. So we have done, let's get Photoshop back up. We've done our Apple Boy, who's the one in the middle. He's the leader of the gang. Blueberry, the cutie. It's his birthday, that's why he's wearing a birthday hat. And he's also the healer as well in the fight. and Lemon's the tank. And he's very, yeah, he's a bitter old fogey. That's what we've called him as a community, but I love him. I love him to bits. He looked like Pikachu before he had the scar, actually. Really did. You don't think sushi is a meal? It's very filling, sushi is actually. When I went and had sushi with Mia, I was super full really fast, but it's great. I used to not like it in high school and university, but as I got older, I enjoy it more. Yeah, I think people think raw fish, and that puts people off it, but it's great. Nothing bad about it. It's a way of life. Okay, so we're going to do the purple one now, and then we've got one more to do, which is the tomato. And then we'll have done the whole gang. So we're going to use this one as the template for the plum. So let's get the right purple. And I'm like, hang on, how do we get purple? But this, I prefer using selective colour now, even though it can be tricky to get the colour at first, but maybe yellow. It would probably have been easier to use the blueberry as a template when it comes to the colour, but he looks too different, so we'll stick with using apple. Yeah, I think we'll have to do this a step at a time. Chicken or beef? Yeah, you can have chicken sushi and stuff. That's sometimes nice. Everyone I know calls me sushi, even in the real world. The blueberry is such a monster that he even made your job harder in real life. Is blueberry your least favourite Zexy in the gang? Or is the one you hate more? So, he's blue now, he's a blue boy. Okay, he's nearly a purple boy. There we go, he's purple boy. But some of the highlights are a bit messed up, so but I think I've got a way to fix them. So we don't want them to look green. We need to change the shade to purple. We could do colour replace, but we'll see. because he's looking a little bit grey right now. We don't want that. But we've got to be careful because we don't want his colours to be too different to the others. I'm going to get lemon as a reference for a sec, just so we can get the shading the same. Thank you for the bits, AT. You're spoiling me today. Thank you. Apple is my least favourite. Oh yeah, you said apple is your least. I'm glad you don't hate any of them. That's really good. Because they're all awesome. Almost purple. Yeah, he's basically there with his colour, but the grey bits I'm trying to change now. So we can get more of a purple colour. Something like that, but I think we just need to change that purple, the light bit a bit, because it's a bit off. It's a bit more pink than it should be. Yeah, it's changing the whole thing, which we don't want. I generally prefer going on selective colour because it doesn't do that. But we could, if we want to do it quick, we could literally find a colour and just use the paintbrush, I guess. And I think those are the only bits we need to change, but let's get the right colour, because that weren't the right colour. Hello, cute looking creature. Hi Pablo God, welcome to the stream. It is cute, isn't it? We're gonna make him look as cute as possible. Could be from his own age. He is a wise professor after all. Yeah, he is, isn't he? That's very true, Zexy. What's your game going to be about? Oh, thank you for the project command, Zexy. Yes, if you're curious about the game, Pablo, we have a little description there on what we're trying to do. It's a community game. We just come together as a community and contribute ideas. We do a lot of polls to make decisions, and we just chat and be nerds together, don't we? Every stream, and all the VODs are on YouTube, my YouTube. So if you're curious, you'll see some of the stuff we've done on there. We also have a Trello page, so we keep everything we've done on there. We've got all the character sheets of our community characters. We've got all the poll results on the Trello and everything we've done and what we've still got to do as well. So feel free to have a browse if you're curious, but welcome, it's good to meet you. Okay, so let's get a good colour. So I think we'll use that colour but make it a touch brighter. Probably that. Yeah, that's probably, I'm trying to use lemon. I've got lemon here as a reference, so I can get the shading as close as possible to what lemons is. I think that's cool, so he can go now. Also, one thing that has happened is that his little grass bit at the top of his head has been dyed purple. So we'll just copy apples and put that one on top so it's green again, like it should be. Lots of polls, lots of ideas get thrown around in chat and on Discord. It's a really neat time, though we're still getting back into swing of things from the holiday breaks. That's very true. This is this week I've come back after a long Christmas and New Year break. I had 2 weeks off, well, a little bit over 2 weeks. So we're getting back into things. But yeah, feel free to get involved, even if you know. Don't be shy. I have started making a YouTube series as well called The Story So Far. There's only one video so far in that series, but every time we update the story, I will add a new video, and they're going to be short, very short little videos, 2 minutes or so, to quickly update peeps on what's happened in the story. So because I feel that's important that people know. Sometimes people might have been away from the community for a while, or might be new and want to get caught up on what's happened. It's probably the best way to explain things. Cool, yay. Okay, so now let's get the little green. So the quickest way to probably do this, we could either just grab the colours and recolour it, or copy and paste. Probably will take about the same amount of time as if I copied and pasted. So I'm going to just colour it in. Is there, I don't know in Photoshop if there's a tool to like it quickly replace colours rather than using the paintbrush. But I'm probably doing it the slow way. I'm sure there is a way to do this quicker, but it doesn't matter. It's not a race, it's a chill stream. We'll probably just change this top bit here because it's a bit brown at the moment, so we'll change that to more of a purple. And then all we got to do then is give him some glasses and make his face a bit more neutral because he's smiling at the moment. It's a race to the snakes. I feel that Plum's the most underrated character. But I think some people do like Plum. But everyone talks about Blueberry and Tomato. They're the ones everybody's obsessed with. Okay, right, so let's see if we can change this bit of brown. Oh, not that one. Replace colour, not match colour. There we go. That's much better. More purple now. We got rid of those weird brown shades. Okay. I'd say the colour's probably close. So we just see if we can get it a touch closer. we go. I think that's a bit more accurate. Okay. Right, let's get rid of that smile. Well, can't spell day. Yeah, I was thinking, hang on, snakes. What's that? And I thought it was a joke that I didn't get, because you know what I'm like with jokes. I normally don't get them. I thought it was just something else. Plum has all the magic. He'd be my favourite, but I don't remember us having much of a personality for him. Most of the focus was on lemon, tomato, blueberry. Yeah, we need to flesh Plum out. Think of a bit of a purpose for him in this little story. We never gave them alignments, did we? Who's the chaotic evil one? I'm curious, because that could help develop them a bit if we did that. Yeah, he has the same size mouth as Lemon. Same shape as well. So that's perfect. We just need to give him a little round thing now. We were going to give him like full on glasses at first, but we found it was a bit difficult with his face very close together, so we just went for the one. Okay, so I'm going to make a new layer for this one. We could okay, that's a little bit thick. Stroke 1 pixel. Might need to mess about with yeah, we want his eye in the centre really. Okay, I'm going to just use this as a guide. Actually, no. We'll do it again. There we go. Have it in the centre. Stroke 1 pixel outside there. That's more. Is that a bit big? Yeah, it's big. I know what to do there. We'll just use that as a guide, and we'll delete it afterwards. But we will do this inside. How's that? I think that's closer to the size it should be. So yeah, I think that's the best we're probably going to do, because if we make it any smaller, it'll be too close to the eye. We want at least a 1 pixel gap. And then yeah, something like that. Should we make it a little bit darker though, so the glasses stand out a bit more maybe? Oops, accidentally did the wrong layer. There. Yeah, and looking at the bottom of the glasses, it kind of is level with his mouth, and that's how it looks here. So I think we've got that looking okay. No, I kind of like the idea of most of them being neutral, so that it makes sense for them to attack the party and try to kill Rose, but so we can also have some of the fruit be sympathetic. But that's my 2 cents. I prefer morality to be shades of grey most of the time, but that's not everyone's cup of tea. It's definitely mine. I'm not really a hero kind of person. I tend to be drawn to shows books and media, games, etc. that have characters that are more not superheroes, should I say, more like real humans, flawed. So I'm with you there, Zexy. And I think it'll be, I definitely would like Raindrop Chronicles to be like that too. Okay, so is there anything at all that could be changed? Yeah, I think that should be fine. I'm all right with that. So let's get that eye done on all of them. Oh yeah, I've just realised, because he gets narrower with that animation, so it's overlapping the cheek that time. But it might look fine. It wouldn't really make sense to make the glasses smaller or narrower. So, but we'll test how he looks when he animates. I think he'll be okay. Okay, so now we're doing him from the side, we can fill in his... Yeah, he wouldn't... I don't know if it would go all the way, would it? It wouldn't, like, reach his head. It's hard. I actually don't know that. I'm not sure. But maybe we should make that a little bit... stand out a bit less. Let's... Yeah, we'll make that one a little bit lighter. Monocle isn't breathing, sure it should stay the same size. Yeah, that's what I figured too. If it's an object, so it wouldn't like breathe for sure. So it can stay. Oops. Yay. So, oh yeah, we still got to do that side, but we can literally just copy and paste those and flip and rotate them, I guess. What a cute boy. He's a cutie pie. Okay, we'll save him and we will see how he looks with the others. See how he looks like when he breathes. Okay, I think I'm saved. So I'm going to put them in the positions that they're in battle. So Plum would go here at the back. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna put another set of them walking around and keep these ones rooted to the spot. Because I want to see them bounce on the spot. And I know we got those ones there, but oh well. I just want loads on the screen, that's my excuse, because they're adorable. So I want the screen to be full of them. Okay, so fixed. Okay, so and now it's just everybody's favourite edgy emo boy next, the tomato. I feel like he's going to be the hardest of the sprites to do, so that's why I've saved him for last. Okay, so save. We ready to say? He looks great. He looks good. The only thing I might change is make the little grass part stand out a bit more on Apple and Plum's heads. So it doesn't camouflage too much with the everbloom forest grass. That's the only thing I'm thinking right now, just so probably the bit that stands out the least. Oh, look at them moving! Why does Lemon look so cute? Lemon's not meant to be that cute, but he is. Okay, so it's just tomato now. Excited. And then there was the other thing to consider. Should we have their paintbrushes and palettes on the sprites too? Which that's the question. I guess it all depends how it'll look. We might add them and think it looks silly, or we might add them and think actually it's probably better they have them because that's what they have in the battles. So, and I suppose we could even do both. We have a sprite where they don't hold anything and a sprite where they've got the paintbrush and palette as well. Could always do that too. There's no harm in trying, seeing if we can do a paintbrush and palette little section on them and see how it looks. Anyway, I'm hungry, I need sugar. Yeah, I do like them. We need to, but you know, I might change my mind when we do the dialogue. I might realise they're horrible and get some out. Keep them at the side. Okay, so tomato. Okay. We should probably, I was gonna say lemon. Well, tomato's the same face as lemon but without the scar, but he hasn't got the sprout. I think we should use plum without the glasses on the tomato. But it's been exciting doing these matte sprites because they feel more real now. Seeing them actually on the Everbloom Forest, I feel like the part of the game more than they was. Okay, so should we do? I say let's make him red first. Then give him darker red cheeks, then do the angry eyes, and then the last thing we can do is the emo thing on his head, because that's probably going to be the trickiest part. I think it will take a bit of fiddling to get the look we want, but once we've got it, it'll be great. Okay. It's good to have victories like this during projects to keep moral and motivation high, yes. And that's why I like to switch things up a bit, like work on sprite work or dialogue work or scene work in between doing skills and battle stuff, just so we can get a bit excited, because it's always good to change things up, because I think it could more likely cause burnout if you're doing too much of one thing. So definitely, although I was having a real blast doing the battle, I was having fun testing the battles for the fruits, but now we've come to an end with that and we're on to the second phase and actually implementing all the trickier parts like the animations. It's I thought, yeah, we'll probably switch up, and I kind of want to do that off stream because it's a bit more complex. But once I've got the phase 2 part of the fight done, we can consider what actually happens once they're behind that painting and what sort of skills they'll use against our party. Okay. Let's make him red. He's grey. Hang on, what colours do we need to make red? More magenta, I think, right? And less blue. Yeah, we don't want to change the colour of the cheeks just yet, but it don't really matter because they'll be getting changed anyway. We get in there a bit more. Yeah, he is a little bit more on the orange side than the pink side. Is he a little bit more saturated? That's not too bad. That's pretty close. Let's change his cheeks though. I think what I'm actually going to do is open the tomato battle asset and just use the eyedropper. Oops, no, not plum. Wrong one. We've changed the colour of the grass a little though. We'll change that back. But yeah, this is apparently the exact colour of his cheek. There we go. Okay. Could use the history brush to get it back. But then we get a bit of plum back as well. Can we just select what we need to? That'll make it easier. I just want to grab the grass bit, not anything else. There we go. And then we just do that. I'm paranoid about missing a pixel, so I'll do that. No way there. Okay. Okay, angry eyes. So how did we do lemons again? Let's remind ourselves. Yeah, that's it. That's it, I think. Lemon is like tomato is like raw but with a knife. Yeah, I absolutely love how they have so much personality just from a slight edit of a sprite. It's pretty impressive. I'm quite shocked. I didn't expect them to work out so well when doing their map sprites. I thought because they're so small would we get the detail in, but we did. I feel like we have anyway. I feel like looking at them, they look really identical to their battle sprites. So all we need to do is make his something more emo. And like I said earlier, I'm thinking of just changing the colour slightly for the grass, just so it stands out a bit more on the map. But we'll do that at the end. We'll see it. We'll get tomato sorted first. So I'm actually going to save him just in case we really mess up here while doing this. So tomato. It's a testament to how much effort you put into this, your kitty. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, I think it goes a long way when you really enjoy something you do. I have fun doing this. Like even if you guys weren't here, I just have a blast doing it myself. But it's even better that you guys are here, of course. Just makes it even more fun. Okay. Yes, what you're doing with this game is really nice, Rose. Thank you, BT. I appreciate the kind words. And I met some awesome people today from Mia's stream. I appreciate her bringing you guys over. You could do a brown, maybe tomatoes of stems, right? So sick, like, rather than leaf. Oh, you think change the green? Somebody yesterday did say black because emo, but yeah, I suppose that could work. I guess it depends, because would he look too... I kind of want to look at a picture of a tomato now just to see. Let's have a look. We want to make sure he keeps his tomato identity, so they are sort of green, maybe a deeper green than the other fruits, and they're definitely very spidery looking, I guess, on the tomato, which I suppose is what we're kind of trying to do here. Right, maybe we should have a deeper shade of green, like somewhere between a green and a brown, maybe. Haven't seen a tomato in real life in over a decade. Yeah, well, we'll get the shape of it first and we'll think about its colour after. But if we do that, we'll have to go back into the asset and change the battle asset and change the colour too. If we do edit the colour, that is. Okay, so this is the hard bit. Out of all the sprites, I saved tomato last for this reason. Okay, so I'm actually gonna delete that and redraw it, and I'll use this as a reference. And actually doing another layer as well. It goes more over his eye on the right, yeah. I'm literally just doing that to get a rough guide in. So let's tidy it up. Okay, so the shape's probably slightly off. I think it needs to flick out a bit more and be a little bit higher as well. That kind of flick, maybe. Probably a bit thick though. Want to keep maybe a bit narrower. Actually, it was probably better as it was before. Just want to get it, it's hard because it picks light and there's less room to work with, but I want to get it looking as close as possible. I'm wondering whether to have the square corners or not. Let's compare. We're getting there slowly. But the flick thing comes lower than where it grows from. And it could probably be a bit closer to his eye. So maybe it will help to do that. Yeah, it's too straight. Needs to curve a bit more. I'm realizing it's a different perspective as well because he's more slightly facing to the side on that. So maybe the flick can't be that wide. Maybe put it in a bit. I feel like it's like almost there though. It's going to be hard to get it more accurate than that. Right, so we need to do that from the side as well. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that bit. Okay. So when he faces right this way, we won't see the flick. So let's just We'll copy that bit. See how it looks if we do this. Yeah. To be honest, it would probably be that, because we don't see the flick, it's happening on the other side of his face. So it's probably best to have that like that on that one. And for this one, we'll do the same thing, except obviously give it a flick. Would it be flipped? I can't. I'm not sure now. Need to get my brain into action. I'm trying to imagine now if I had that and if I... Nah, it wouldn't be flipped, would it? But it needs to go over his eye, so I'm wondering now. I'm actually really struggling to imagine what he would look like from that angle. But I don't think it would be flipped. Something's odd about it being like that. But it's weird because it needs to still go over his eye. It would not be flipped. Yeah, for sure it was kind of like weird. I think the only reason I thought it would be flipped is because it feels like it should go over his eye. But yeah, it looked weird. Welcome, by the way, Anna. How are you doing? Okay, so I think this is what's gone wrong. It needs to be brought forward, that's why. Because when you think about it, it's not in the middle of his head, is it? No, it would be, because the others are like that. Yeah, it can't be brought forward, actually. I thought maybe it could be, but... Maybe that's just it. Maybe it has to look like that. Maybe that's it. Okay. So let's get rid of the on the other ones and replace them with the new one. Doing good, thanks. Yay, glad to hear it. Yeah, that bit where it grows from has to stay where it is. Oh yeah, we got to do the back from the back as well. Now this one would be flipped, I think. because it goes over his right eye. Well, it's left eye to him, but right eye to us. So yeah. Hi Noxity and True Baldy, how are you guys doing? That one extra pixel that makes the red cheeks leave the silhouette in the front me view makes it so much more cute. Oh, what makes it much more cute? Let's read that again. Oh, you mean this bit here where the cheeks come out? I agree, if that's what you mean. I think that definitely makes it cute. Imagine what he'd look like without that. Let's just chop it off. Yeah. It's just such a little subtle addition. You can do so much with pixel art. But I'm going to show you guys the other ones we've done. This is Mr. Plum. I'm sure you know which one he is from the picture on the top right. We don't have to say. Lemon. Lemon has fast become one of my favourites. He's my second favourite now. He's an angry Pikachu. Blueberry, my favourite. And apple. So yeah, we're on our last one. And I saved this one for last because I knew he was going to be the hardest because of that emo leaf. I knew it was gonna be a challenging one. But I honestly think we can't, it would be hard to get it more accurate than that, I think. The main thing is we've got the flick bit touching the brow. And I think we've done that. The emo leaf is a nice idea though. Yeah, it's great, and that's credit to my awesome community. They came up with the idea to turn the tomato into an emo, and I thought, why not? We all thought of these together. It's great. This is why doing it together makes it much more fun. I couldn't have come up with these ideas on my own. How are you doing, True Baldy though? Are you having a good Wednesday? The emo leaf could also cover one eye entirely, but that would make much bigger leaf than all the other characters. Yeah, that's true. I wanted to make sure it kept the consistency, and I think it does. He still looks edgy. We could have definitely exaggerated it more, but I'm happy with it for sure. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna do that on the others. And then I'll think about changing the colour a bit because the grass bits struggle to stand out on this map because it's the same kind of green. So either I just give it a darker outline, maybe that'll do the job. Yeah, probably just give it a darker outline actually. What's up, room? And hello, Rose Rain. Hi, Nas. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? And guys, if you are new to the stream, I have some exciting links for you to click if you're curious and you wanna be brought up to speed on this awesome game we're all doing together. I'm going to have to redraw this because I just realised I flattened my layers, but it doesn't matter. I I find it quite therapeutic to do pixel art anyway, so sometimes I don't want to rush and copy and paste it all. I like manually adding the pixels. I'll grab my coffee and read up. Oh, awesome, thank you. I appreciate the interest. And I hope you enjoy your coffee. That noob, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And if you're lurking as well, guys, and you're new here, feel free to check out the links as well. I've put all my VODs up on YouTube and done the Story So Far series on YouTube, especially for new peoples to the stream, so you can quickly get brought up to speed on what we've done so far. We are 83 streams through this now, but in the grand scheme of things, that is nothing. You know, by the time this game is finished, there will be a lot more streams now, I dread to think. And thank you for the follow as well, Naz. We've only just touched the tip of the iceberg with this project so far. I feel like I've done something wrong with the placement of this. Oh, I know. Yeah, it's definitely different, but that's because because of the animation, the pixels are different size anyway. But I'm going to just quickly make sure it's aligned properly, otherwise it's going to look super weird when it animates. Yeah, I think this is a bit too far back. I'm confused myself now because I forgot how I did that. Let's have a look at Plum just to see how his is. How many pixels? Okay, so that's 8 pixels back. That's 9. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's fine. I'm still unsure, but we can always do a test, and if it isn't correct, we can just edit it then. We'll soon know in the app when we test the animation if it's off. But yeah, this is definitely the hardest bit because the others don't have this leaf thing, so it's a little bit more tricky. It goes over his face, unlike the other ones, so the perspective's definitely a bit more difficult to deal with as well. '83 still, wow. Yeah, we've been streaming it consistently since September last year, but we were doing it in small bits before then as well on stream. So it's been a lot of fun. 82 videos times means 2 hours. yeah, for sure. It's a lot of hours that we've put into the project, and I certainly don't expect you guys to watch them all. But I'm sure, like, if you're curious, having a quick peep to see what stage it was at once upon a time might be intriguing. Somebody say Pixels, yay! Yeah, it is your name. I love Pixels. And I like pixel art too. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I think that's a little bit short. That needs to be lengthened. Yeah, it can be it's a little bit tricky to get this accurate just because the shape changes within the animation, but if it's screwed up, I'll just edit it after. This bit's a bit easier though. That's all we have to do for that one, really. And this one. It's just that one where he faces that way. It's a bit awkward. You gotta get to bed. I'll see you tomorrow, Rose, and chat. Be safe, have fun. Sexy, thank you for hanging out with us today. Always a pleasure to have you here, my friend. And have a good rest as well. And I'll make sure Tomato kicks butt when you next see him. I'll hopefully get them done today. Fingers crossed. Is there a 2x speed button, that noob? It's on YouTube, that could work. Well, you guys have come at a early enough time. We're still, you know, we're developing episode 1 of the game at the moment, and we're still on the first zone of the game, I guess. This is the first boss, these guys here. Because we spent about 40 streams just rambling on about ideas a lot of the time. It's a long process. By the time we release episode 1, probably have done at minimum 200 streams, I'd say. Maybe 300. It's hard to say. But yeah. Be nice for episode 1 to have at least a few hours of content. This is episode 1. Cool, yeah. So nothing's been released yet of the game, but we are releasing it episodically because I think that would suit the kind of project we've got rather than waiting for a whole game, which would potentially take a very long time. I think breaking it up into small segments will be better for me and for the community too. It's exciting. Oh, did I not do that one right? Oh yeah, that needs to be flipped, that's why. Okay, so I'm probably going to change the colour, or at least the outline of this little guy. And the others that have grass parts. But first I want to make sure the animation is working okay. So I'm going to save him. And we're going to test him. I'm a thirsty one. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, it does seem that that one where he's facing the left is slightly off, but the others are looking fine. Oops, I'm not showing you guys again. There we go. And yeah, we'll give it darker outline to make it stand out more. I think that'll be cool. For apple, plum and tomato. Lemon and blueberry don't have one, so they don't. It's not a problem with them. Okay, so I'm happy with them. I think we're doing good. Look at them walking around, how cute they are. Okay. Right, so back to Photoshop. I am really drawn to the character design. Everything is looking great, but those characters, oh my god, what will this be released on? It will be playable on PC. So I think most people have one, so hopefully everyone will get the chance to play it. And yeah, so I'm not sure what platform yet, but I'm going to see what's available, and when we get a bit closer to the date of the release, I'll be looking into platforms and things. I need to get on PC. I'm on Mac. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about Mac. I do think RPG Maker allows it on Mac as well, but I'm not going to say for definite because I have to look into it first, but 100% on PC. Feeling like a noob. But yeah, the characters are so cute, and these aren't the only goofy characters we've got in the game. We got like some barrels and as well, and boxes, sentient ones. We're going to be doing the character design for those tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. We've already got one barrel. Where is she? I'm going to find her now to show you all. There, Carol the Barrel. And those with the question marks are the ones that that are going to be our companions, and we voted on them together, which ones they were going to be. So we'll be doing them tomorrow. Love it. Yeah, she's going to be a romanceable option in the game. It's pretty crazy, but you know, everybody loves her, so she's got to be. Welcome Prod to the Discord. I'm gonna give a welcome because I'm nice. But yeah, guys, feel free to join the Discord if you want to. We have all sorts of channels. This is where we vote on polls for Raindrop Chronicles when we do one, and you can post your selfies, your own creative work, and your pets and everything. And we're super friendly in here, so feel free to be part of it. Okay. So, yep. Let's figure out what's wrong with this. Yeah, I think it's this one that needs altering. I don't know actually, part of me thinks maybe I should change these two instead. Bring those ones forward. Okay, my bad. I was silly and combined the layers, so now I've got to work out what the original shading was. Right, so copy this guy so I can copy the shading. I mean, I could just look at that one, but it differs because of the animation change. Dave, thank you for the host. I appreciate you. How are you doing? Good to see you. Love the music as it's going to be for the game. This music in the background is actually a playlist of Final Fantasy. So we can't use that because we'll get sued by Square. But we do have a soundtrack. I'll give you the playlist if you're curious. There was a composer who was like giving out music to be used in RPG games, and I gave his tracks a listen. He's got like over 100, and I thought it would be really good for the game. It's very fitting, lots of varied different themes for different kinds of dungeons and towns and scenes, and I thought, oh, this music's really cool. So I've got all those in a little folder. So that's a good thing that's sorted out at least. But I generally enjoy listening to Final Fantasy music on my streams because I'm a big fan of those games. I recognise it now, lol. No problem, Naz. Hey Rose, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, David. We've been doing the map sprites of our little fruits. So we're on tomato now, just finishing him up. There's plum. There's lemon. I love lemon. I've like literally fallen in love with him over this stream. Blueberry and apple. So the goal was to get these done today, which I think we could. It really looks like we can, and move on to doing Carol the Barrel and her companions tomorrow, because that's gonna be, they're gonna be making an appearance in a scene in one of Carol's flashbacks that's coming up very soon in the game. So they're going to be priority to get their assets done. Contrast is everything. Those fruit sprites are cute. They are, aren't they? Thank you, Stux. I appreciate that. They are. And they're the first boss of the game too. How mean are we making you guys fight such cuties as a boss? Carol. Oh my gosh, I love that emote, Ava. It's a loaf of bread, isn't it? It's brilliant. Just as bonkers as Carol the Barrel. I have a thing for objects like that shouldn't be alive being made into characters, so that's why I think I like that bread emote, because that's why I love Carol as well. I just think there's something really adorable. And that's why I love the fruits as well, because they're objects that have been made into living things as well. Nice job getting so many fruit sprites done. Yeah, I thought they were going to be trickier than they were, I have to say. I thought, how am I going to get such detail, you know, on these? Because I found a slime asset, pixel slime asset, and I've just modified it to look like these guys. And it's worked, so yay. Okay, so Well, welcome to the stream, Geek. It's good to meet you. If you're curious about our project, feel free to have a little peek. Candy, hi, Gripna. Yeah, we should make candy. I have a feeling we can have a few of these. We can have many lovable characters in our game. One thing I've found is that as a community, it's very, very easy to come up with awesome characters together because everybody's full of ideas. Everybody's so creative. It's awesome. Okay, so I'm just trying to get this part fixed because it got a little bit messy when I was changing the positioning of his little emo leaf. But we're getting there. Okay, I think that's it. I can. Oh, damn. Deleted it and then the rest of it went as well. There we go. So, merge visible. Now, he should be fine. The alignment of that should be good. But he's looking like his battle sprite now, isn't he? I think he does. I think we've done a decent job. I agree, Raz. Thank you, Naz. Well, I'm mostly for ideas, not some. I'm sure you've got good ones, Grip. I mean, that's the good thing about being a community because you can. Someone has an idea and you can kind of bounce off at each other. And we do a lot of voting on polls when we come to decisions in the game. So you know that whatever's the most awesome and most popular will be the one that we go for because it'll get the most votes. If you look at our Trello page, guys, we're kind of using Trello to keep on schedule and stuff. We have all the polls, well, not all the polls, but we're gonna start, we recently started putting up the polls on there last month. And from now on, every single poll's going to go on there. So we'll have like an archive of all the votes and decisions we've made in the game. And you'll see some polls about the fruits as well. There's a lot of fruit-related polls on there. I came to the many Twitch communities to learn about coding, art, etc. I'm a sound music guy, so I'm learning so much just hanging out watching the process. Yay! Yeah, it's lots of fun. I mean, whether you could come here to chill out or get involved, it's up to you. You can be a lurker or you can get involved or whatever you want to be. Everybody's welcome, as long as you're a nice human and I guess as long as you like RPG games, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to save this again and we're going to test him again to make sure that he's right this time. But one thing I do want to do is probably make it a touch darker, the outline, because it's not standing out very much when he's on the map because of the Everbloom Forest colour scheme, the grass, the trees, it's all pretty much the same colour as this bit of grass as well, so we just need it to stand out a touch. So what I'm going to do, I think I've highlighted it all. This will probably be the easiest thing to do. Oops, well, it wasn't meant to be that colour. There we go, that's it. Is that a bit dark though? That might be okay actually. So originally it was that. It's just like, because obviously on the map it's at a small size. We want it to stand out, so maybe that'll be better, but I'm not gonna, obviously if it isn't, we can always change it, but that could work. But let's do it to the others as well. Plum needs to be darker. So far, everyone I met on Twitch has been pretty chill. Yeah, everybody, most people are lovely humans. There's always the odd one that we've had to ban during our time, but luckily it's definitely more good than bad, which is great. When it comes to artwork of any kind, man, I'm literally just finished up mobile game for kids. The art is made in PowerPoint. Yeah, everybody's got their strengths. If you're not so good at the art, I'm sure there's an area that you are good at, and it's about focusing on your strengths for sure. That's what I'm trying to do with this project as well. I'm just most of all not trying to put too much on myself, and that's why I'm totally... I admit that I'm not a coder or anything. I'm like, well, I take scripts that are already existing for the code, which is very helpful because it saves a lot of time as well. And as for the art, some of it is my own created or heavily edited assets like these guys, but a lot of it is assets that already exist as well, just to save the time. Legmark, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How's your project going, Legmark, by the way? I hope it's going well. And Andy Cake, hello Andy Cake. It's good to see you as well. Okay, so, oh, let's save Plum as well. So they're virtually done now. The only thing I'm thinking of adding that I haven't yet is their paintbrush and their palette to go with their sprite, because they're not holding those at the moment, as you can see. So I'm going to just have a mess around for the rest of stream, because we've still got quite a bit of time left to see if we can add a paintbrush and palette. If it looks terrible, then I'll scrap it, but if it works, I'll keep it. I kind of want to just see. It's better to try than not at all, because we don't necessarily need the sprites to have them, because that's what they use in battle, not on the map. But if we wanna just add them, if they look cool, then we will. Because they are painters at the end of the day. That's what they are. Does Plum's monocle switch sides on his map sprite on purpose? Hey, have I done something wrong? Oh god, yeah. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed now. Well spotted, Dava. He's not meant to have... Oh no, he's not meant to have the monocle when he's facing that way. I've just realised. Yeah, this is why I'm glad you guys are here, because otherwise there'd be so many mistakes. Let's get him back to how he should be. Right. Have we got a history brush somewhere? About that one there. Why is it not letting me? Could not use the history brush because the history state does not contain a corresponding layout. Oh, okay. But it's a good job Dave mentioned that, because he would have ended up looking like that forever. That's unfortunate that But you know what we can do. We can just do that and just rechange the colour of his leaf again. That's it was pretty easy to do. It's not exactly an issue. Well, things are going terrible. I've actual paid work. Sympathy, please. My life is so hard. Well, I hope that paid work is something you enjoying, Legmog. Is that Kirby? They're all Kirby, aren't they? They definitely got that Kirby look to them, that's for sure. Hi S4, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're stuck with the monocle on both sides. Quick, somebody create some law about magic monocle that bounces between your eyes depending. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I guess I just was like, oh, I'll copy and paste that and flip and rotate, flip it over. Sometimes your mind does a blank and you don't realise these things. Gonna start on a platformer for the little girl with a lot of math on it. Oh, good luck, Grip. Are you good at math? I'm not. I'm better at the, I'm probably better at the more creative side rather than the math part. But it has to be done. Is this the first ever game you're making? Well, once episode 1's released, it will be the first official game I've released. I have made games but not released them because you know what happens. You do something and it's releasing it that's the actual accomplishment, because so many times, I don't know if you guys agree, you start on a project and it goes in the unfinished pile. Yeah, it will be the first one I will have released, so that's going to be super exciting. Doing well, thank you. Good to hear it. And thank you for the follow as well, S4. Sometimes your mind is a blank and you don't realise these things. Thank you, Reg. Your quote has finally given me an idea what to title my biography. Yeah, do it. Do it. I'd read that biography. Well, she is turning 7, so I think I can manage to make some interesting math there, but I would not say I'm a math whiz. Oh, that's nice. That's cute that you're doing that. Okay, so at least we've sorted out Plum now. He was a flaw that we didn't realise, but he's good now. So let's save him again. Let's hope there's no other mistakes on the others. I think the others are okay, aren't they? Yeah, luckily I didn't make the same mistake with Lemon with his scar. He only has the scar on the side, he should. Okay. An apple. Make his a bit darker as well. Hopefully they'll look a lot better on the map now that they've got an outline. Okay, so I'm going to do another test and see how they're looking, and if they're all good, we can start adding the paintbrushes and palettes. And I might do 2 versions of them, one without the paintbrushes and palettes and one with, because then when the scene happens, they can always, you know, have them unequipped sometimes and then equip them. Okay, so testing time again. Oh, one more raindrop in you till you grow into a trickle, Stux. Yeah, guys, if you lurk in my streams, you will gradually gather raindrops. And if you get 500 raindrops, you get to be a character in the game. So if you've looked at our Trello page, or if you're on our Discord, you might have seen the character sheet so far for all the characters in the game. And 500 raindrops might seem like a lot, but one of our community members proved that it's possible to get 500 raindrops in 3 weeks. That's if you lurk all the time, though. I was quite shocked. I was like, wow, 500 raindrops in 3 weeks, not bad. They were religiously lurking now to do it that fast. I'm actually pretty good at maths, so if it's basic maths, I could be your playtester and let you know if you didn't get any calculations right. Oh, that's nice, Naz, to say to Gripner. And guys, like, obviously, if you want to help each other out with your own games and stuff, our creative work channel, you feel free to post your stuff in there and with a link to your game or whatever it is you're working on, and then the community can always test for you or have a little look, but no pressure, only if you want to. I know some peeps are shy. How's life for you, Rose? What does 2020 have in store for you? Who knows, Legmog? It's a mystery at this point. I'm sure we'll find out as the year goes on. And what about you? What is everybody's plans for 2020 here? Oh my goodness, Dava, look at you. Dava is on our list of characters to do, and it's my fault because I've been neglecting our character sheets lately. If you look on our Trello, you'll see Dava's name is there. But one of my goals in January is to get the characters, those 5 character sheets done. And then they can be added with the rest of them. Planning to instead of the end bosses being baddies, you could have to kill. It's some cute avatar with maths quiz. That's cute, Grip. That's why I lurk around streams like this, to get inspiration. Oh, that's awesome. We'll be glad to have you here, Grip. A lot of 90s games on your old PC. Oh yeah, they're really nostalgic. As a 90s child myself, they're very nostalgic. A math game sounds awesome. Are you going to distribute it somehow? Oh yeah, Kung would be interested in that then as well. Also, hi, how are you doing, Kung? Are you having a good day? Born in 85? Born in 89, me. Nobody ever believes it though. I get ID'd all the time. But I'm not going to complain. That's a good thing if people think I look young. Good genes. I love them with all my heart. Yeah, and tomatoes fix that, and I'm happy. I think the grass little thing above their head stands out now. It's much more clearer than it was. Yay! So yeah, that they're done. Let's give them some paintbrushes and palettes then. I'm nervous about this bit, but it should be good. Like literally once we've done it for one, all we have to do is copy and paste, right? Okay, back to Photoshop. Why you all have to make me feel old? Oh, I'm sure you're not the oldest one here, Gripner. We've definitely got older people in the community, so no worries at all. Age is just a number to us. Everybody's welcome. Doing swell. Had a great time in the slopes today. Kinda tired though. Oh no, make sure you rest up, Kung. Look after yourself. Forever looking young, hashtag. Yeah, that's me. I look the same now as I did like 15 years ago. Everybody on Twitter was doing that thing, you know, like comparing themselves in 2007 to now. And I looked at my photos from then and I was like, I look the same. I look the exact same. And the next exciting episode of Rosy Raindrop. I like that name, Rosy Raindrop. It's cute. It's a cute version of Rose Rainblood. Rose Rainblood sounds like very, very frightening and violent. Thinking to publish my current game, not because it's all that good, but to learn. Yeah, you could do it, Grimner. Who knows? I'm sure we'll find out it's your catchphrase. It is. Do I say that a lot then? My alarm just went off. Shall I get out of bed? Who knows? Let's find out. Yeah, I feel like that catchphrase suits this stream, being as we don't know what's going to happen in Raindrop Chronicles either. Who knows? Older people in the community point them out. I'll make sure they get put in good home, which will take care of them in a regular bingo. We can do better than bingo. I feel like we have a very mature stream here. Like, not like in that way, because I barely swear or anything like that. But I found that people that really appreciate this sort of content are like quite mature. We don't really get many young, like super young people here, like anybody that's under 18. We probably got a couple, but not many. What do we think, chat? Who knows? Let's find out. Yeah, that's my catchphrase. I'll have that. That's a good one. I like it. I'm sure I've got quite a few catchphrases. Okay, so paintbrush and palette. Should we do Apple first? He's our leader, so we should do him. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because we can't go past 32 pixels, otherwise it will crop. I mean, from what I'm aware in RPG Maker, there isn't any size limits, so we can always increase it. That's not an issue, because we do have a massive big 3 pixel sprite, so it just shows that that's not an issue. But if we can, we'll try and fit it in, but if we have to increase it, then that's not an issue. Okay, so paintbrush and palette. I'm gonna have to look for some references. I think I'm actually gonna have a little peek, see if I can get some references. Also, I'm hungry again. I had some sweets. Well, I Look Young was at dinner, talked to the youngsters, 20th, discussed unis. One of them asked what uni you attended. Said, don't remember, it was 20 years ago. Yeah, you must look young then. Otherwise, they wouldn't have asked you that question, that's for sure. The retirement homes for our generations will be full of lands, that's sure not bingo. Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? Like, when we all get really old, when we're grannies and stuff, we'll be just there playing video games. I think that'll be really badass. The grey in my beard knocked me out. You look 20 otherwise. Yeah, definitely. And if you shaved the beard off, you'd probably look like 18, Dava. It's definitely the facial hair that makes guys look older. I was born in 1988. I do dive dance and sometimes do a class at university. The students often say, so what course are you studying? I be all, honey, my uni days are long gone. Yeah. In San Francisco. Legmog from San Francisco. I went to San Francisco. Well, I visited, I guess. I've been there. Oh my god, these sweets are nearly gone. Excuse me, chat. I'm quite peckish. A girl has to eat. Who knows? Let's not find out. When was the last time you shaved, Ava? You're in California? Oh, cool. Judging from Rose's accent, I guess I'm a few miles down south from her in sunny Bristol. Yeah, Legmog's a UK person, just like me. I mean, I'm sure you all knew that, didn't you? That I'm from the UK. Although people have thought I'm from Ireland. Oh, well, that is sort of the UK. They've thought I'm from France and they've thought I'm from Australia. I've had those. France, I have no idea why people think I'm from there. I clearly have no French in my accent whatsoever. Shaved clean, 2014. Oh, that wasn't that long ago then. And you never want to do it, Dave, ever, I take it. You might have been living in the USA but moved from the UK. Okay. So give me a sec, guys. I'm going to do a Google. Because I need an idea of how to make this paintbrush and palette. Because I don't even know where to begin. I don't believe there are pixel art palettes on the RPG Maker resources. I'm gonna have a peek. Oh, hang on. I have just thought of something. Give me a sec. I just remembered a certain asset. Where is it? Likes loyal subjects of the crown. That's funny. Legmog, you should be a comedian. I've been letting it grow out since November 2018 though. I say keep the beard, Dave. Bristol is famous for stereotypical farmers, pirates, hobbits and Darth Vader. Which one would you rather be, Legmog? A farmer, a pirate, a hobbit or Darth Vader? Rose probably says God save the king, I'd imagine. I say God save the barrels. That's what I say. It's the first thing that came into my head. Save Carol the Barrel. If Carol the Barrel gets killed off, I would cry. I'm trying to find an asset that might have a paint and paintbrush, but I can't find him. But it was basically who these sprites were originally based on. A little pink slime. I'm trying to find him. He's hiding among hundreds of assets right now in one of my folders. So I'm just having a look for him. Apparently that was the file. That's what I must have saved over it, which is bad. But it isn't bad because I've got the download file somewhere on my computer. I've got to just find it, but it might take a while to find it though. Or maybe it won't. Might have found it. No, it's not in that one. I'm gonna have to hunt my downloads folder for this particular sprite, I think, because what it is, these little fruits were based on a slime originally. He had the exact same asset, the paintbrush and the palette, but he was a pink slime. He wasn't a fruit, and we edited him into those. Basically, the person who designed them has a Patreon, and I was one of their patrons, and I downloaded that asset and a load of others that he did, and I'm planning on using all of them for the enemies in the game that we battle against. And there's just so many assets to look through, and it'll take probably a while to find it. So I'm going to look after stream, and all going well, we'll have ourselves a paintbrush and palette, and I'll just add it. I'm not sure though, I can't be 100% because I don't know if the sprite had the paintbrush and palette on him. If not, I'm going to have to manually do it myself. We'll see. Quite attached to my beard, yeah. Everybody loves their beards once they grow one. That's what I've heard. God save Carol Barrows. Already am a hobbit. My dad wanted me to try it out for the new film, yeah. I'd say being a hobbit's a good thing. If Carol gets killed off, how would we carry? Yeah, we'd have to find another barrel. Maybe one of Carol's companions would have to be our inventory instead. I'd be a mixture of all those things. I pirate who farms human souls, who carries the one wing and is powerful with the dark eyes. Yeah, be a combo of all of them. That's badass. You was 4 centimetres too tall, Kung. Oh no. How tall are you, Kung? Maggie the Baggy. That's a good... Honestly, that would have been a good name. We did name suggestions at one point for Carol's friends, and that would have been one we could have added. A bag. Maggie the Baggy. Because we don't just have barrels, we have boxes, cookie jars as the characters that we're going to have. Anything that's a container, basically, is a friend of Carol's. Jack the Rucksack would have to pick up the slack. That's a good one too, Dava. But who knows, maybe we might get more companions in the future. We can always add more. We're at the very start of the game. There's going to be tons more characters that get introduced over time. How lewd. 154 centimetres. Oh, I'm curious. I need to find out how much that is in feet. Is that 5 foot? Just over 5 foot then? That's what Google says. I'm apparently 5'2.5", but I always round it to 5'3". That's apparently me. And with high shoes on, I'm probably 5'4", because I have these boots with the big heel. Master Emerald, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? It's lovely to see you. Rosie, I have the ultimate question for this stream. When you say who knows, are you asking that in a rhetorical sense, or is there someone you know who is out there who genuinely has the answer to these questions? I guess it could be the last. I'm kind of thinking maybe chat could expand on it, and who they might have the answers. That's what that might be the case, Leg Monk. Master Emerald, let's give Master Emerald a shout out and see what she was up to. How was the art? How are you getting on with that? Tell us how your projects are going, Master Emerald. And Master Emerald, I am done. Can Carol the Barrel really carries the party's inventories? Yes, that's what she does. And guys, if you... I think that gets mentioned in the first story so far video. So if you're newish here to the stream and you're still not sure what's happened in the game so far, that video there that I've just put in is the one you need to watch. It's only 2 minutes long and it will literally tell you what you need to know. And then you'll have caught up with what we've done so far, kind of. And once we've done more of the story, I'll make another one. I've got here the next bit that we've got to do. Where is it? Here. So there's 5 more cutscenes to do for main quest 2. And once they're done, I can do another video then. So yes, the video will show who Carol is, Carol the Barrel. Although she hasn't officially introduced herself yet as Carol the Barrel, she'll be doing that in the second main quest. She'll introduce herself then. But I think I have mentioned she's the inventory in that video. Stream was good, almost finished the painting. Awesome. Prefers to speak in garbled English. She speak to very much synthesis. Cute sprites. Thank you, Doug. How are you doing, Doug? Happy New Year, Master. Yeah, Happy New Year, Master Emerald. Also, you're also Shorty Rose Rainbow had to Google as well. Yes, I mean, there's definitely people out there that are shorter than me. But I'm smaller than average. Okay, guys, so I don't want the stream to end. Good, thanks. Hope you and chat are keeping well. Yeah, it's been a very fun stream chat. Lots of amusing chats today. Lots of friendly new faces and lots of awesome old faces as well. Well, I wouldn't say old faces. Smilebringer, how are you doing as well? You are the right size, Rosie. Am I? Oh, that's good. I don't weigh very much, but I eat a lot, but it doesn't make a difference to me. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. You're welcome, Naz. Thank you for being part of the stream. Hope to see you again. By the way, Rose Rainbow, when is your birthday? I'm tempted to make a t-shirt that says who knows. That's far out. My birthday is in June. It's June the 24th. So I'm a summer baby. That's correct. I'm going a bit invisible, I see, today. My shirt. And Happy New Year. Yeah, if I haven't said Happy New Year to anyone, Happy New Year, guys. From me and chat. If anyone wants to learn sound design or follow my process, please feel free to add me. I go live 4 times a week. Well, Naz, if you go live, feel free to use our creative work channel in the Discord if you're doing something creative when you go live. Because I like our community to talk about what they're doing as well. I think it's nice that people can inspire each other like that. So for sure, I'll give you the Discord link as well. I'm not going to be one of these people that are like, how dare you talk about your work in my channel. The only time I'd probably be like that is if we've got somebody literally come in here for the first time and say, you know, but if you're a member of the community, I don't have any issue with that at all. I always know you've had magic powers, Rosie. Greetings, hope you're doing phenomenal today. Hi, Chaz. Oh, that's an interesting name. Chazarok Sindar the Dragon. That sounds really badass. Better not cross Chaz, or it'll real burn us. Welcome to the stream, Chaz. Absolutely, Rose. LOL. Yes, I saw the link. Yay. Just want to make sure people know that they're welcome to share their work. You can call me Chaz. I will. I'll call you Chaz. It's a lot easier to say, that's for sure. I was very inspired coming in here and I want to get to know the personal community as well. Yeah, that's great. We have a bunch of creative people that come to these streams. Artists, game devs. We have a few sound people actually. We've got Silent and Lost and True Baldy who also compose some music. So I'm very lucky. I've got lots of awesome talented people here. So you're ending the stream. Will Legma be able to survive without listening to your lush voice? Who knows? Let's find out. Well, thank you. If you want to listen to my voice, we've got tomorrow. And you can always just watch my VODs on repeat, I guess, on YouTube. There you go. Feel free. Rose doesn't have magic. She just uses her vampire hypnosis to make you think she does. Take care, Room and Rose. Thank you, Naz, for hanging out. Thank you for stream. Thank you, Van. We're all saying our goodbyes now because this is kind of the time I leave as well at this point. So I'm going to be saying my goodbyes now. But I would love you guys to come and raid somebody with me, I guess. We like to say hi to somebody who's online streaming. I'm just gonna have a peep and see who's on now. Thanks for the fun today, Rose. Thank you, Dava. I'll probably give you guys a choice of games, maybe 2 games. I'll mention 2 games, and whichever one seems the one people like the most will be the one we go for. So let's see. Okay, Dark Souls 1 or Skyrim? What do you guys fancy? 2 very good games. Whatever one gets the most, we'll go for. Otherwise, I will have the say. Ten seconds. It's a fast 10 seconds. Time's up. Right, we'll pick Dark Souls. I like Dark Souls, did you? I've played it before. It's very hard though. Okay. Too late, Dave. Too late. Skyrim's good though. Okay. Who is it who's playing Dark Souls? I didn't even look. Azavar, that's it. So, raid. There we go. Have a great evening, everybody. Take care, Kung. I appreciate you. Also, I'll give you guys the raid command. Feel free to use the Rose Raid Blood with an emote of your choice. Just say hi if you don't want to do that. That's fine too. I appreciate you hanging out, and I'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Thanks for being fabulous. You're all the best. Have a great day.